Chiefs-Eagles in Super Bowl 59, what we learned from Philadelphia's 40-22 win. Eagles trenches dominate in Super Bowl triumph ***. The last time the Eagles reached the Super Bowl, they boasted a defense on the verge of making history, but despite leading the NFL in sacks, they failed to take down Patrick Mahomes even once in Super Bowl 57. 2 years later, with a revamped defensive line built by general manager Howie Roseman, Philadelphia made sure history wouldn't repeat itself. This time, the Eagles' front four controlled the game from start to finish, generating relentless pressure without needing extra rushers. The result? A completely overwhelmed Chiefs offense, a rattled Mahomes, and 6 sacks to punctuate a dominant defensive performance. Philadelphia's ability to disrupt Kansas City's offense without blitzing allowed the secondary to focus on coverage, leading to multiple turnovers and a lopsided first half that buried the Chiefs early. On the other side of the ball, the Eagles' offensive line neutralized Steve Spagnuolo's aggressive defense, keeping Jalen Hurts upright and limiting the Chiefs' ability to generate pressure. Kansas City's blitz rate matched its pressure rate for most of the night, proof that the Chiefs couldn't reach Hurts with their base rush. When they did send extra heat, Hurts consistently found open targets or used his legs to extend plays. In a Super Bowl that turned out to be one-sided, the difference was clear. Roseman's commitment to rebuilding the trenches was the driving force behind Philadelphia's resounding victory. Patrick Mahomes has built a reputation for rising to the occasion, but on Sunday, he looked uncharacteristically unsettled. He had only 3 standout plays: a crisp completion on the Chiefs' first snap, a deep shot to Xavier Worthy that set up Kansas City's first touchdown, and a signature backhanded flip to Travis Kelce in garbage time. Outside of that, he was out of sync, hesitant, and visibly affected by early pressure and disguised coverages. The Eagles forced Mahomes into uncharacteristic mistakes, removing his usual pre-snap advantages and speeding up his internal clock. He delivered several inaccurate passes, some under pressure, some in clean pockets, and made costly decisions that led to 2 interceptions. The performance was eerily reminiscent of Super Bowl 55, when the Buccaneers' defense overwhelmed Kansas City. While the Chiefs' offensive line struggles have been a season-long issue, Mahomes' discomfort was particularly glaring in this game. By the third quarter, the outcome was clear. For one of the rare times in his career, Mahomes was outmatched. Much of the pre-game buzz focused on the coaching battle, and it didn't take long for defensive coordinator Vic Fangio to prove his superiority. His game plan was evident from the first drive, when he used rookie cornerback Cooper DeJean to shadow Travis Kelce on third down while dropping safety Reed Blankenship into a rubber roll in cover 1. The result? Mahomes was forced into a desperate throw that nearly ended in an interception. A preview of the night ahead. Fangio's adjustments flustered Mahomes throughout the game. The Eagles leaned on cover 4 shells, forcing Mahomes to hold the ball while his receivers struggled to create separation. With the front four dominating, Philadelphia dictated the pace, never allowing the Chiefs to find their rhythm. This Super Bowl triumph wasn't just about the moves Roseman made in the offseason, it was about the staff Sirianni put in place. Fangio delivered a game plan that overwhelmed Mahomes, and by the time the Eagles led 24-0, it was clear who had the more complete team. Cooper DeJean's pick 6 will be remembered as one of the defining moments of Super Bowl 59, but his impact started much earlier. On the Chiefs' opening drive, DeJean set the tone with a textbook open field tackle on Xavier Worthy, limiting a potential explosive play to a minimal gain. That early stop was a sign of things to come. All night, Mahomes struggled to find open targets, and when he made a rare mistake, DeJean was there to capitalize. His instinctive interception on a Mahomes scramble turned into a 38-yard touchdown return, swinging momentum firmly in Philadelphia's favor. DeJean embodies the type of defender Roseman prioritized in reshaping this unit: athletic, instinctive, and fearless. His breakout performance helped ensure that by the time the fourth quarter arrived, Nick Sirianni was already celebrating with a Gatorade bath. The Chiefs entered the Super Bowl chasing a historic three-peat, but in the end, their roster flaws were too much to overcome. While Mahomes and Kelce gave Kansas City a fighting chance, Philadelphia's talent edge was undeniable. The Chiefs' roster construction, top-heavy with big contracts for Mahomes, Kelce, Chris Jones, and Joe Thuney, forced them to take risks elsewhere, particularly along the offensive line. Their gamble at left tackle backfired so badly that they had to slide Thuney outside just to stabilize the group. On defense, Kansas City's inability to generate pressure without blitzing left their secondary exposed. Mahomes' off night certainly didn't help, but this game was lost in the trenches. General manager Brett Veach has done a masterful job keeping the Chiefs competitive over the years, but Sunday exposed the cost of their roster limitations. Expect Kansas City to prioritize bolstering the offensive line and receiving core this offseason. According to Next Gen Stats, the Eagles generated a 38.1% pressure rate without blitzing a single time. That ability to control the game with just 4 rushers was the key to overwhelming the Chiefs and securing Philadelphia's second Super Bowl title.